Hello and welcome to part 1 of Steve's and Associate Teams Governance series. My name is Eric Andrade and today we'll focus on how to manage Microsoft Teams creation. So let's jump right in. Does it make sense for your organization to limit who can create teams? First, let's take a look at the 3 reasons why you might want to limit the creation of teams in your organization. First, you might want to ensure that the only specific group of people are in charge of creating teams. Second, you might need to control the amount of storage for each team. And third, you might want to manage the total number of owners and limit the users who qualify to become teams owners. First, let's look at the pros of limiting who can create a team. Well, it helps to avoid the creation of useless teams and prevents duplication. It also ensures a consistent naming structure. For example, you could add US for every team that represents a team located in your US entity. Limiting who can create a team also helps to enforce the use of security rights such as retention policies, team owners, and team guests. Finally, it allows you to define roles with different permissions and to assign the role to each person based on the part they play on the team. Next, let's look at the cons of limiting team creation in your organization. Limiting team creation can limit organizational collaboration as it takes longer to get teams set up. If you limit team creation, you will need to have an approval process in place. This can be done through a request form that captures the requirements for the new team and then sends a notification to the requester's manager so they can approve or deny the creation of the new team. Now, let's take a look at how to actually limit the creation of teams in your organization. Because the identities of every Microsoft 365 tenant is ruled by Azure Active Directory, that is where we need to implement the limitation on creating new teams. To do this, you need to connect to Azure AD via PowerShell, as the setting cannot be configured in the graphic interface. And next, we need to configure the all company setting to prevent group creation but non-admin users. The next step is to create a new group to include the users who will be able to create a team. And to do this, simply modify the setting template in this new group by setting Enable Group Creation to True. In the video description below, you will find a link to the instruction of connecting to Azure AD through PowerShell so you can change these settings. Once these steps have been performed, no one in your organization will be able to create a team unless they are admin or are assigned as a member of the new group. Now, we have set the limitation on creating teams. It's important to communicate this change to people in your organization. Steve's and Associates has an advanced specialization in change management, and based on our experience, we highly recommend that you start communicating the team's creation update to your entire organization at least 1 month before you implement the update. This helps to reduce the resistance to the change as it makes everyone aware of the upcoming changes, and it also educates your staff on the new process so no one is caught off guard. To wrap up, here's how you can connect with us if you would like further assistance. Please visit us in our website, steves.net. We do a lot of blogging with valuable content you might find useful, and stay tuned for the next episode in our Teams Governance series. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.